We made it. Part 3. So, hey, today we're going to be talking about how to burn stubborn belly fat after the age of 35 through a metabolic revamp. So, hey, my name is Urslan. I am the creator of the Fit Body program, and this is part 3 of 3. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Today, we're going to be talking about the third key, which is mindset and accountability. So, like I said, I did do this in reverse order. So I wanted to introduce myself to you in the mindset portion of this. But if you haven't already, on my Facebook and even on my Instagram, there's a pinned post on the very top of my profile where I would invite you to actually read a little bit more about myself and my story and how I got to doing what I do today, how even my brother got to doing what he does today, right? As a cancer surgeon as well. So let's dive right into mindset. So the cool thing that I love to share with the members in the Fit Body program is that you already have a flat stomach. In fact, you already have six-pack abs. And the first response, everybody will say, Urslan, are you sure? Are you sure? And the answer is yes, I am sure. Now, the truth is it just gets covered by layers of belly fat, right? Kind of like how in New York, the sky is always blue, just get covered by like gray clouds, right? So this is the proof of like, okay, you have a flat stomach, you already have six-pack abs. And once you get rid, so we have like Danny Burns here, we got Salvatore Tenervia, Burt McGee, Anthony Arrico, Ted Karkas, all examples of, look, you have belly fat. And once you get rid of it, there's a lot of definition underneath, right? So abs are not made. They're not made by going and doing a bunch of crunches or things. They're revealed. They're revealed by getting rid of your belly fat. And this is what I was referring to earlier. Belly fat is not normal fat. It's what's known as visceral fat, which, as you can see, is the internal fat that's surrounding your vital organs, mostly around your midsection and some even around your chest area, which is why men develop man boobs, right? And so the reason why this happens, you begin to accumulate this type of fat, is because of metabolic slowdown, which we've talked about quite extensively earlier in the 2 trainings, which, by the way, if you have not seen the nutrition training, if you have not seen the exercise training, I would invite you to watch those first and then come back and watch this afterwards. So where does visceral fat accumulate? All of the 3 problem areas, right? Belly fat, love handle fat, and then the man boob area. And this is just an extreme example. Now, as we were talking about in our last training, in the exercise portion, you cannot target fat loss. Where fat leaves your body is determined by genetics. Having said that, you can reverse metabolic slowdown through a metabolic revamp with our nutrition and exercise. And as a result of that, indirectly target visceral fat. All right. And so one thing that I found really interesting during my time as a personal trainer 7-8 years ago at Equinox was that we would do these really cool in-body assessments where we would have a under the hood view of where everybody was at with their height, age, weight, and with their body composition, how much water they had, muscle, lean muscle mass, body fat, all this. And one thing I found really interesting was a lot of these guys had way more muscle on their body than I did, right? At best, I weighed 165 pounds, right? And this gentleman, as you can see here, has 162 pounds of muscle. But what I also discovered is, yes, you may have more muscle on your body than I do. There's a photo of myself from a competition, but you also have more body fat than I do, right? So you have this incredible physique, but because you're 40 pounds overweight, right? 20, 25 pounds of fat is healthy. It's where we want to be. Because you're 35, 40 pounds overweight, it's not showing, right? And so that healthier version of you, the healthiest, the flat stomach, that version of you exists already there. And once you remove the belly fat through a metabolic revamp, it will reveal itself, right? So that's the first thing I want you to grasp when it comes to the mindset. And I just really quickly want to talk about accountability, because this is the foundation of the program. This is really where we thrive, and what separates us from everybody else is the accountability, is the relationship we have with our clients, with our members. Because when you have skin in the game, when you know there's somebody else you need to be held accountable to a higher standard, well, we will always do more for others than we will ever do for ourselves. And that's a beautiful thing. That's what makes us human. And we will not let that person down, because you're not just letting yourself down, you're letting that person down. And with the accountability, we have a community where it's not just expert accountability, but we also leverage one of the most powerful forms of accountability with our students, which is peer-to-peer accountability, where you are setting the standard for other people. You're the role model for other people. And the cool thing is, when you're part of a community like this, a lot of things are, as one of my favorite personal development speakers, Ed Milet, would say, a lot of things in life are caught. They're caught by surrounding yourself with other people. We hear you are the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. They're not taught by, if it was that easy, we'd all watch a YouTube video and learn it and do it, and it would be a no-brainer. But you catch these things by surrounding yourself with the right people in the right environment. This is why I continue to invest into mentors myself. I just recently rejoined my own mentor that I've been working with for the past 3 years. I just rejoined for another full year, because I know the power of being in that environment. I know the power of accountability. I know the power of having that mentor, even after I've learned the tools. It's because these things you build upon, and it's just immeasurable the amount of return I get from being in a group like that. And so this is the power of accountability. This is what we leverage in the Fit Body program to help our members get incredible results that last. These members have not only gotten these results over a transformation program, but then over another phase, they've learned how to maintain it as a lifestyle. And so I hope that this was all helpful with your nutrition, exercise, accountability, and mindset, knowing that the healthiest version of you, that body, is already there. And once you reverse metabolic slowdown through a metabolic revamp, you will reveal it.